hey, it worked.
What?
Son of a bitch.
I tuned in to the night show of Morning Disaster, the subscriber show night, and I heard a lot of flatulence.
Steve?
No. Big D and Ray were in a farting contest.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, how would you judge that? Would you have to like sit there and smell it to judge and be like,
well, you see, it's this criteria. It's the smell. It's the smell. It's the longevity. It's the loudness. It's how much it ripples.
Ripples.
And then if you're sitting on a wooden chair, it depends on how much it vibrates on the wooden chair to make it loud.
This is Amigos After Dark. I have TJ. That is Fat 420. There is Adam. And there is our favorite stain, Steve. And we were just talking about, like 420 and I spent 3 hours or 2 hours or something yesterday just talking about the Big Bang Theory, which I was cracking up.
Oh, you know what? I just watched. I could have seen the Big Bang Theory, but I watched the last season. I cried at the end.
Did you?
Every time he does that every time Sheldon does that speech, I fucking cry.
It's a great speech, though.
It is. And they could easily do a spin-off of that show.
Oh, yeah. And they're talking about it, and I think they finally came up with, like, Stewart. Stewart is supposed to be the main character. And then it's like Stewart saves the universe or something is what they're talking about.
Stewart.
And right?
Oh,
how's it going,
Stewart?
Good evening, Volk.
And I love that we're in the group chat. I get a call from our private group chat. And I get a call from Adam this morning. He goes, "What is this whole thing about pulling your balls? I don't understand it, dude." Watch
because I don't know. Honestly, I haven't seen Letterkenny. I haven't seen Shoresy. I'm not in the loop.
Fucker.
So,
oh my God!
Once I was told, I understood.
Right.
Because he was like, does that help? I mean, does that help like your longevity in the bedroom or something if you pull your balls?
When you're fat.
Well, you got to remember. You got to remember, though, Marvin used to tie a shoe to his balls to make them longer and bigger.
And his dog.
Oh, and the dog, too. Yeah.
Yes.
Nah,
method.
You claim you're fat, Adam. No. Me and Fat 420, we're fat. And you know what?
I'm out of this fight.
Sometimes you have to tug on your balls to get them out in front of your legs.
I have that issue too, man. Okay.
Well, you have Julie that can tug on your balls and do that for you if you needed it. We don't have it.
She can do more than that, but we won't go into it.
I've got a shoe.
That's just a hint.
Can I tie my shoe to my balls and maybe that'll help?
I wish I could tie a string on my dick. I can't find my dick. I'll tie a shoe onto it.
Oh,
all I get's a big chunk of foreskin.
Well, since I have been losing weight, if you do lose weight, your penis does grow bigger, though.
That's because you lose it first in your fupa.
No, I actually lost it. I actually lost it more in my boobs first.
On your boobs?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course, I encouraged Steve in the titty cam today, too, which, of course, had Christina going, "Oh, God, no." Which I loved. I get a kick out of that. But I get a kick more out of the reaction. You know what I mean? Wait, that sounded like a quick fart that snorted it.
Damn, what was that?
No one caught it, I guess. Never mind.
Did you just shoot your britches?
No. I showed my tit.
Sounds like a pig.
I did see. I'm like, oh God.
No,
here we go. We could have the titty duel here.
You know what always made me mad? Remember back in school when people used to put their hand in their arm and make a farting noise?
Oh yeah, the armpit fart.
I never could do that.
I used to be
because
a
I'm fat.
master at it. I even had it down where I could like do the whole.
Yeah,
I always did the elbow pit thing where you blow into the elbow pit.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a good. Welcome back to junior high. We're all trying different ways to make a fart.
I gotta tell you this. This pissed me off so bad. I didn't know what this was. I went to church camp. I don't know. It was probably 7th grade, and I was in a bunch of. Put on
one time in church camp.
No, it wasn't. I got kicked out.
You got a handy J from Jenna Jameson?
The first day of fucking camp, we were sleeping.
Close. I did feel a boob.
Fucking punk ass kid up above me, fucking hawked a loogie, and his fucking hand and threw it at me. I was in the bottom bunk while we were asleep, motherfucker.
Dude, that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's flat wrong.
Son of a bitch.
So I hear you guys got some weather up there.
Yes.
Yeah, Mother Nature didn't take its bipolar meds.
That too.
You know, it did absolutely fucking
I
nothing.
I think this is the week that Mother Nature was on the rag this month.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I could tell. I could tell from Saturday because, this evening a friend of mine and I we went to the driving range. And we both hit a bucket of balls and we practiced on the putting green. And the actual bathroom is a par 3.
Jeez. Really?
Like you've got 3 strokes to get it to the urinal. It's an actual par 3.
You said strokes.
I did.
So 420, I'm not sure if you heard about this or Steve. I don't imagine TJ hearing about this. But where was it?
Bueller.
Huh. Oh.
Bueller.
He froze up.
I think he did.
I think he did.
Wait, hang on. I got to zoom in on this because look at this look on his face.
Yeah.
He's looking.
He looks like a serious news guy.
Julie, what do I say?
The computer crash. Oh
Julie,
my God. Oh, what a time for the computer to crash.
Right.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to leave him there, though, just as like in spirit.
We don't want to leave him out.
No, I mean, Adam's in almost every show. He's got to be like really sick.
Oh, damn.
He goes. But he's either got to be really sick or something going on that's pretty drastic in his life for him to miss a show. And it's like, good God.
Whereas me, I'm just stupid and just decide to miss it.
No, you're getting your race therapy.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why I was gone on Sundays because I deal with a little bit of depression and stuff like that, and really the only thing that helps me out is just either have a race in the background or watch a race, hockey, or one other thing. Well, tits too, but still.
I was going to say, does porn help?
That don't help at all most of the time now. Anyway,
it just frustrates you more.
It's like with the Green Day song when masturbation lost its fun and your whatever. Anyway, basically,
okay,
when
is he moving? Oh, he's moving. Okay.
All right. Anyway, long story short, again, I was gone because of races. Races helped me with my depression. So
yeah, no, and I mean,
dude, I can't get into that crap. I like it, but I don't like these fucking 1.5, 2 mile tracks. It's just too fucking boring. I like smaller tracks.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But the thing is, with me though, it's not really the racing. I think it's more hearing the motors, hearing the driving by the cameras, seeing them sometimes pass inside and bang and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it's more of that than anything else.
I like the fact that these young kids are winning. I mean, I used to call them fillers, like Kyle Petty and all them motherfuckers. They just filled the field. They always had the same 8 or 10 drivers won every fucking week.
Well, I tell you what, though, that put the Wood brothers again back on the map, that race on Sunday. So.
They fucking did last year with John Hunter. John Hunter won a fucking race, and he ended up losing his job.
Right.
My old thing with it now, I remember the old days when the green flag dropped. The only break you got was a wreck, and you had to strategize your pits.
Yeah,
these series things now, and
they're doing stages, and then they're doing the whole playoff thing, and it's like just have the races, do the points, and whoever gets the most points at the end of the year wins. Not do this crappy playoff. Oh well, this guy gets here, this guy gets here. Because the thing is, if there was one person that wasn't in the playoffs that won the last 5 or so races, you would think that they would be winning, but no, it's because they aren't in the top 10 of the playoffs.
Right. And, that's my biggest thing with it is these stages now and how they're doing that. And
yes, Ty, we are.
I'm like, dude, it's you go to a dirt track. You have different heat races, and then you have your feature. You have your B feature, your A feature. You have your features. Those cars are not designed to run like the NASCAR, stock cars are. And with NASCAR, back in the old days and the Busch Series, you had the over-the-wall pits where the pit stop actually mattered.
Right.
With these stages, all they got to do is plan to get to the next stage.
And here's the thing, pound for pound, and I actually read this in the Dirt Late Model magazine, pound for pound, dirt track late models are actually the fastest cars. They're even technically faster than F1 cars.
I believe it.
Because here's a quick thing about that. Bristol, for instance, okay? How fast were the NASCAR cars going on Bristol?
13, 14.
About 100 and...
Yeah, well, 13, 14 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah, but miles per hour. About
100. 90, 105 sometimes.
Okay, here's the thing. When they had all the cars, when they did the dirt track thing, the Hornets, which is 4-cylinder cars, they were pulling times 5 miles an hour faster than NASCAR cars were.
Because you're holding it wide open the whole time. You're not
the late model cars.
Yeah,
they were doing another 30 miles an hour faster.
Oh fuck yeah!
And when they first started doing the dirts at Bristol years ago, and they actually did the sprint cars and just the late models, sprint cars were going 50 miles an hour faster on that track.
Yeah, they were going 100 miles an hour.
I miss watching the wing sprints. They were so much fun.
Well, Jacksonville has them all the time, so.
Yep, that's the only place that runs them every week, isn't it? In Illinois.
In this area. East Moline is starting to do it this year.
Yeah.
Spoon used to.
Well, Lincoln's going to run a couple shows too. I saw
they're doing specials.
Spoon River.
Yeah, they're doing a special.
Oh yeah,
a couple specials this year.
But they used to run them every week, and then you'd get the All-Star Series in there at least 4 times a year.
Now it's going to be the Casey King bought it, whatever the fuck it is going to be now. I don't even know what it is. It's not the All-Star Series.
So much of the racing scene has changed.
Yeah, I mean,
I miss when racing was pure.
Yeah, like Ty said, that's actually pretty true.
Yeah, I believe that.
Speeds are getting so fast now, it's getting dangerous. I mean, back in the the late 90s, I went to Eldora, and if you don't know what Eldora is, it's basically a half-mile wide, high bank. Basically, think of Bristol, but a little bit wider
at a high bank.
Okay, I was there in the pits, and this is only during qualifying. This car came around, lost traction, slammed up against the wall, spun around, and then slammed the nose up to where basically they had to cut the cage out, throw the rest away, take the cage, take the motor, and went home. It was that destroyed on just,
Yeah. And I mean, World of Outlaws.
World of Outlaw sprints and late models are great.
World of Outlaws was where it was at way back when. I mean, and yes, I am a Steve Kinzer fan, Steve.
I got nothing wrong with Steve Kinzer.
What? You don't like Donnie Schatz?
Okay, I like Doug Wolfgang.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not a fan of Sammy Swindell.
Oh, that's my man, Slam and Sammy.
I'm not a fan of Sammy.
Okay, then I like Kyle Larson then. No, see, here's the thing about Kyle Larson. If it has 4 wheels and it races, he's really good at it.
Drive it. He can win in it.
There's a reason why he's called Young Money.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yep, King Kinzer. I mean, Ty says it right there. They don't call Steve the king for nothing. And I mean,
I am the king.
Steve.
Not that Steve. Steve, come on, not you, Steve.
We've got Stain Steve.
What? I got 5th place in UMP national points, motherfucker. In fucking Hornet.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the reason why. Because one, there probably wasn't too many Hornet cars there.
Because all I do is show up every fucking week.
Yeah,
you finish the race.
2, you show up every single week, and even though you're last, you still finish the race. So
exactly, that's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is finish the race every week and get points every week.
In fact, I knew this one person that raced Peoria. They had a B-mod car, and they were racing with the regular modified, like the big boys.
Right.
And the only reason why they did it was one.
B-mod?
Yeah, a B-mod. Basically a crate motor instead of an actual aluminum motor. But anyway, Ty knows it a little bit more. But this person raced because A, you got more to place, even if you placed last.
Yeah.
You got more to start.
Exactly.
So why not race in that, even though you might? And then all you have to do is, because you always will get into the feature, because unless it's like a big
it's not enough cars,
right?
Because there's like usually about 25 cars, and they'll still let everybody in. So all you have to do is make sure you make it to the feature, run 3 laps. I can say the same thing about modifieds, Mr. Ty.
Oh,
especially B-mods at Peoria.
I just want to let you know, Ty, I'll be honest. You're right. It did do tear up the track. But I ran Hornets at Macon, and they had, other than our heat races, and we usually only had 2 heat races, we were the last fucking feature that ran every fucking night because we tore up the track. Fuck yeah, I was one of them. I go in there fucking with a flat tire with my fucking right front just digging in the fucking dirt, throwing big old mud chunks.
No,
I wasn't going anywhere.
And that's why you're last place, because you
had finished the fucking
well,
race.
Ty, you know what? I know a guy that used to race Hornets, and there's people that like to advertise with him because he was slow enough that everybody got to read the advertising.
You bet.
I don't.
But he was there every week. He didn't bitch. He didn't start fights. He just went out and he fucking raced, and that's it. He didn't give a shit.
I think it also depends on which track you go to, because the 2 tracks I'm thinking of, and Ty knows that they always get people that are just like to fight all the time.
Right.
But
Peoria used to be real bad about it back in the 70s and 80s.
What do you mean they're still real bad about it?
Oh, are they?
Yes. No, really, they are. Ask Ty.
420 would know.
Well, let's just hey. 2 years ago, they were on national TV because Hornets. 2 drivers got into a fight because they were decided to wreck. So the pit guys started a fight on the front stretch in the stands. One of them hit a innocent kid, like maybe a 5-year-old. Yes, they were throwing haymakers. And the kid was standing right there, and he went like this. He went like swung around like this, knocked the kid out, and then hit the guy. And there was one of the guys in the pits that was with another driver that the 2 got in a wreck with.
Yeah.
He jumped over the fence where the flagman was.
Yeah.
And got on the track. There was fighting on the track as well as on this front stretch in the stands. And
was the kid okay?
He had to be in the hospital for like a couple of weeks because he had a concussion and stuff.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Super Chip started a big fight at the Dome this year. You went after fucking Tyler Carpenter after the feature.
Oh yeah, senior Shep. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Senior said on the mic on the fucking, they were interviewing. He said, "Fuck around and find out, motherfucker."
Oh, because
no, he did. He did. No joke. He did.
You fuck with me, fuck around and find out, motherfucker.
Man, so we're finally getting into court next week. And we're going to finally start being able to move forward on this estate. Dude, it's just been a battle to even get to this point. Now we're finally going to be able to start getting stuff done. I get to come home tomorrow and drop a dumpster in my yard. And we get to start cleaning things up and getting rid of stuff and finally start just moving forward. Because since November, my uncle and I have felt like we've been in this giant holding pattern. And my uncle finally took matters into his own hands. He goes, "That's it. We're getting this shit going." So, very happy about that. Not really happy that I'm going to be doing a lot of work that involves a dumpster at home when I got to work with dumpsters every day at work.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I understand, but you know, it's to move everything forward.
Yeah, but it's still a dumpster fire.
That's pretty much life most of the time.
Oh, man. Plus, I've got a dispatcher that doesn't know how to read a clock or a map.
I'm pretty sure they could fire your dispatcher and let Google Maps do your shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Volk says that Super Shep didn't start it.
Yeah.
Tyler Carpenter.
Yeah.
It was Tyler's crew.
And he just said, "Fuck around and find out."
Well, I mean, I guess they did, huh?
I wouldn't fuck with Super Shep, that's for sure.
Yeah, no shit.
And he's older than me. He kicked my fucking ass.
I'm excited that we're going to finally start moving forward and we're going to start getting some.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm finally going to be able to start getting the parts together and finish my coach and have it ready to go and get it on.
Right. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit.
God. I can't wait to hear that Cat Diesel start just hum away in this thing.
Better than the Cummins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what? There's argument on that. It blows me away that there's argument about that.
Right.
Among regular people. No, Cummins is better. No, Cat is better. No, Detroit's better. Okay, anybody who ever tells me that a Detroit engine is a better diesel than anything else out there other than a Max.
I don't drive trucks, and I know Cats are better. Just from talking with people that actually drove. My dad hated when he got engines that weren't Cats.
Oh yeah. 3126 Cat, Corey. That's what's in it. And I'm excited to finally get it all up and running again. No def. No BS. This thing is straight up. I put my foot in it and I decide to roll coal. You better not be behind me. You're going to be eating black.
And the big old Jake brake.
There is a Jake brake on this thing. Yes.
I love that. Because when I was younger, I used to go with my dad for about a week when he drove the truck, even though he wasn't supposed to. He still took me. So I got to go like all over the West Coast with him all the time.
Right.
So we're, going through the mountains towards Colorado, Denver.
Uh-huh.
And there was times where he'd be going down and I just see him. He'd be going down the hill and I just see him reach and go. Just like my bed. And then all of a sudden you just hear the big old
Jake, mate.
Like, what was that? Dad's like, it's a
Adam, I
Jake
heard that on your end.
Heard what?
I heard Julie tell you to slap her butt.
No, she didn't say to slap.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, she didn't say anything about me doing this.
See?
Oh.
I knew I heard her tell you to slap her butt.
I was tuning in Tokyo earlier when you guys were talking about farts.
But no, this has got the 3126 cat in it. I love the cat diesel engine. And just it's reliable, it's trustworthy. Now, don't get me wrong. Cummins is a close second, and they have only been doing Cummins. All they've done is diesel engines all this time they've been in business. They are a close second, but the movie Black Dog says it best. There's a reason all of us want a cat.
My camera quit. Yay.
Holy shit.
That's kind of like Steve's camera does every once in a while.
Like right now.
I scratch my balls usually.
Oh, speaking of stuff.
Tugging them.
Where'd it go? Hold on. Never mind. I'm going to look for something real quick. I found something for Steve.
Oh, Adam broke again.
I think he fixed his camera.
Oh, there's Adam back.
I didn't. I was going to backstage.
So, Steve.
What?
There you go.
Would this be a good poop scooper? You know,
That
put it up in there and then wiggle it in there and
if you can take it. If you
see, the cool thing is it's round. It's rounded.
Yeah.
So when you have a poop in there, it goes whoop.
Yep.
And then it breaks that suction, like you said, because it's rounded. And then when you pull it out, because it's so tacky, it gets pulled right out here. And then you just stand up and you just shake it.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
It's a poo horn. It's a poo horn.
It's a poo horn.
You might want to make sure there's no burrs or anything on the end of it. You know?
Oh yeah, it does have a little bit. I got some sandpaper behind me.
There's sandpaper. File them down into.
Yeah, I figure I got that, and I figured I bet you I gotta ask Steve if that'll help me.
That'd be pretty much a medium duty. I don't know if
medium duty.
It would break the suction really well.
It would handle a medium duty.
Yeah.
Medium duty.
Medium duty.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I wanted to show you that. See what
that's good. I'm proud of you.
I cannot believe it. You guys talking about poop knives and shit scoops.
Yeah, it was a poo horn.
Yeah.
Poo horn.
It's
a
shoe
horn. That's what it is now, huh?
It's a shoe. Yeah, it was a shoehorn.
It was a long shoehorn.
It's a long shoehorn.
I thought you said it was the poo horn.
Well, you use it for your poo.
All right, so
anyway.
Roy says Cat Diesel's damn good, but get ready to buy stock and starters. Corey pretty much hits it on the head. Depending on the application and what Detroit. Now, I hate the DD15. You can take that thing with a whole bucket of piss and blow it straight to hell.
Right.
The Series 60 was okay. The Volvo D Series sucks. Older Cummins, yes, they were torque monsters, but he's like me, cat all the way. And he says that, yes, Cummins are great for medium duty and light duty, but the cats are the king of the road. Now, there is one that is out there that I have it on a reliable authority as a fact.
Oh.
That is more powerful out of the factory than the cat, than any of the cats. And that is the Mac V8.
Ooh.
The Mac V8 is a special order. You buy it, the factory will not put an Eaton transmission behind it.
A who?
Anything other than a Mac transmission.
Oh.
Because it puts out so much torque. It'll blow any other transmission to pieces. The Mac V8. There's a guy that is in Iowa that he's custom orders Mac V8s with Mac transmissions to do oversize. And the only thing that will even hold a candle to it is an 18 speed with a 3406 cat. That thing is just it's a monster. It's like putting it's like getting to the drag strip and putting a fully blown top fuel dragster on one lane and a Hornet on the other.
Huh.
Somebody could red light.
Well, the funny thing is about that is at Peoria, they at the end of the year, like during they call it Peoria Old Timers Night, where they just have like basically powder puff races, stuff like that. Well, they take each class and then they have them race against each other.
Yeah.
And whoever wins in each class, they take the winner of each of those classes and put them all on the track at the same time, but on different corners of the track. And then they just race. Yeah. And the crazy thing is, a Hornet actually was leading the race for 3 laps before the street stock got him. And then after that next lap, then it was the late model, and but still. Anyway. We can talk about racing for a long time.
Oh, well, you know what? That doesn't. I wouldn't.
I think Adam's going to try to get his camera to fix again.
Evidently, somebody fucking must not have the late model set up very good. Because if the street stock caught up first, the late model should have caught him first. It was set up good.
Because the late model was basically a lap behind because they set him up on the 4 corners.
Oh.
And then they let him roll. And then when the Hornet got to the green flag, that's when they did the green flag, and then they raced. So they paraded around the corners equally, and then when they got equal distance apart, then.
So Corey's going to love this. I have an old school. What I'm driving now for my roll-off truck is a 359 Pete with the 3126 and a 13 speed. So I've got the cat and my Pete at work, and I'm like, don't take me out of this truck.
Right. I don't blame you.
Do not take me out of this fucking truck.
I do not blame you one bit.
But he's right. I love the 3406 and a W9 or a 379. But for what he's talking, that application, I want 18 speeds. I want to tune up the pump, and I want the bigger turbo, and I want people to get the fuck out of my way. Because if I'm going across Death Valley, I'm doing it at $120 the whole way with the AC blowing and just comfortable as a clam. Bye,
Shitters.
But that,
shitters.
And speaking, kind of putting the whole thing together, like I remember watching the big rig races at Dover International Speedway.
Ooh.
Those were fun to watch.
That's what's one racing I ain't never seen.
What, a big rig race?
Yeah, not in person. I mean, I've seen it on TV. But...
Oh, I've seen them on TV. I have yet to see one in person.
Have you ever seen a trailer race in person?
No, but I've seen a trailer try to outrun the truck when it.
No, really. Long story short, I took my dad out to Idaho because he moved out there, right? Okay. Well, I had a couple extra days before I had to get back on the bus. So down the road, I think it was a town called Meridian, like about half an hour south of where he lived. They have a track there. And it was asphalt, and it was the last track of the race of the year.
Yeah.
Well, the very last race, what they did was they took the street stocks and hooked whatever kind of 2-wheel trailer you can get.
Yeah.
They put on the back, and then they raced around this track with the trailers. So they're bumping and banging and everything, and it was crazy. There was one time where these 2 trailers hit, and one of them was like one of those pull behind axle trailer, like camping trailers.
Yeah.
And clear as day. It looked like when they hit, it looked like the thing went up and then went over and then sat down perfectly.
Oh, nice.
And they didn't even stop it. They just kept let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go. So they were going around it. So the guy who was winning, the very last race, he's coming around turn 3 and 4, and this is on like the beginning of the front stretch after 4, and he just blew right through it. And this, I knew he was going to do it because you can tell. And I was with my cousin. I'm like, he's down a couple. I said, come up here, because I knew there was stuff going to fly.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it flew, and there's a piece that landed like about 2 rows in front of him. I said, see that? That's what I told you. Anyway, it was just crazy. And basically at the end of the race, all they did was they just had a street sweeper come and just sweep it up. And the cool thing is, one of the trailers flipped upside down.
Oh,
the guy's like there, and the guy who announces is the owner of the track.
Yeah.
The promoter. He's like, hey, get out of here. Let's flip this over so you can get back in the race. Oh, it's something you had to see that's funny. It's just cool.
Oh, I love it. And Corey brings up another one, the big rig tractor pulls where they're shooting that front end 8 feet in the air. Oh, I love that. Love it. Because not only is that front end 8 feet in the air, you've also got rooster tail of mud coming back another 9 feet in the air behind the truck. Oh, the whole way down.
Yeah, like the ones at the state fair don't give it justice to some.
No, hell no.
Speaking of rooster tails, I was on my way to visit when my grandfather lived in Farmington, Missouri. I was going down that interstate, and right around Herculaneum, I think it is.
I know where that is.
They have an actual sand drag strip.
Yeah.
Right on the interstate, pretty much.
Oh, really?
I'm flying down there, getting to him. All of a sudden, I just seen this big, old, huge sand rooster tail coming up and down. I'm like, what the frick? I looked over, and I just see this big, huge sand rail just go, and 8-10 foot stand rooster tail.
Yeah, well, right down there now.
I think you just made Steve orgasm.
Like I said, if we can have a race show and we can talk about racing.
I bought a badass fucking car and truck in Hercules.
Between Steve, me, and Ty, Ty Stutzman, between us 3, we can talk racing for hours.
And that's something we have been in the discussion now of growing the network, and I'm so happy to see so many people here and involved today. And everybody chipping in. I'm loving it. All right. First of all, that's something that I actually kicked to Adam today, and I said, God, I would love Steven 420 to come up with an idea for a show where they could do a racing show.
Well, yeah, we talked about a racing show. We talked about a wrestling show. I mean, there's just so many subjects that you guys have that you guys talk about. I mean, granted, I wouldn't fit on either one of those shows, and I'm fine with that. But,
I did see that. I'd like for me and Adam and Steve to have a pervert show. I mean, we already have that.
Yeah, I thought
it's called Mayhem After Dark.
Yeah.
This show right here.
I don't know.
And just to let you know, I'm not a pervert, so I'm not with you guys because I'm the provert. So.
Okay. So you're the professional at it.
Yes.
But no, the goal is to get it. Yeah. Hey, there you go. Look at that. There's your name. Pit stop.
That's actually a pretty good one, Corey.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not. We'll talk about it for sure. So
yeah, let's kind of bounce that around and see, and maybe here after Smoker Mania, we might be able to go that route. Because I think you guys doing a racing show.
I'm going to try to.
I don't even want to host it. I just want to produce it.
I'm going to try to make it this year to kind of go. I'm at least someplace once a week.
Well, if you guys could link up and do it,
Well, the thing is, if we can get Ty's car going, I'd be busy with him every week, though, is the thing. So, unless he takes a day off, so.
Right.
So basically, I'll be at Peoria or Spoon most of the time. So
you're not.
He says it's every show, the pervert show.
Yeah, it really is.
I probably got mine and my buddy Tommy thousands fucking times. God damn it, I was out there working on that fucking car.
Yeah,
Ty, there you go. Look at this. Ty says he would be game. That's awesome.
The thing is, Ty and I were actually thinking about starting one too. So,
there you go.
I mean, it'd be natural to have like all three of us just, like you say, you produce and talk if you want, and the rest of us will just. Sit,
just like I did when you guys did Smoke Signals initially. I would sit backstage and just let you have at it. And, but I mean, I would just love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys got the updates and the point standings and everything, and reports from the local tracks. It would be a fun show.
You see, the thing is, this is the great thing about Central Illinois in general.
Central Illinois,
especially where I'm at, within a 2-hour distance. No, let's just go down to 1 hour distance.
Yeah,
I got 5 tracks I can go to. 2 hour distance.
Now you're up to about 7
to 10. Right. 3 hour distance. I got about 20 I can go to within 3 hours.
Yeah,
and that's not talking about. I can keep going up. So basically, I'm like Central Illinois is like right in the middle of. Whether it be heaven forbid Hornets, street stocks, late models, sprint cars,
Central
legends.
Legends.
Me if I for 20 need $10,000. Does anybody have $10,000?
No, I need $200,000 so I can buy.
I found a turnkey ready fucking modified. That's what Troy can drive. I'm too old to drive, but I'll turn the wrenches on it.
See, here's the thing, Corey. The thing about that is those outlaw shows are $30 just to get in.
Yeah,
killer.
And with $30, I can go to now it's $15. I can go to 2 shows now.
Right. Yeah, you get 2 races for 15
or more.
You get an outlaw race.
Well, unless I go to Fairbury, but still, and that's one of the reasons why. So
Fairbury is good racing, no matter who's racing there. It's always good racing.
It's the best track in this area.
It really is.
You buy it, Steve, and you'll wheel it.
Ty says you buy it, he'll wheel it.
Okay.
Ty is a good racer. It's just everybody around him that's the fuck up.
All I'm gonna say is this: if you fucking ride the brake, I'm gonna clean hook the motherfucker.
What?
The fucking guy, all the guys I was working for, I would set up a car. Oh, we want you to, and I told him exactly: go in the corner, fucking bump the brake, and back on the fucking throttle, and it'll slide on through the corner. Those motherfuckers were going to slam on the brake and push up to the fucking wall. Oh, I don't know, you can't do it. I said, motherfucker, I'm gonna put a brake on this motherfucker because I know you're riding the fucking brakes.
So TJ, if we can come up with this car, it could be Mayhem Racing.
Oh
yeah, good.
Yeah, anybody can drive it.
Maybe we could do that, and then while I'm at it, Corey and I could put together a 379 Pete, so we could do the antique truck tractor pulls.
Oh yeah.
Well, hey,
and I'll wheel that.
Hey guys, we can talk about it later, but guess what? I know someone that has a race car right now, and he needs sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ty?
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Well, what are we talking about for sponsorship?
Well, talk with Ty about that for sure. He knows more about it, so...
Yeah, just...
I mean, it's pretty good. Basically, like...
Shoot me some numbers. And
buy a couple tires a month, which is like...
About $160?
$400.
Couple? No shit.
Yeah, they're $200.
They've gone up.
They were $86 when I was buying them.
Yeah, that was about.
Yeah, how long ago was that, Steve?
Yeah,
90s.
Yeah,
the 90s.
Ask Ty. They're like about $200 for one tire right now.
Oh, for the same Hoosiers?
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Fuck me up the ass. No,
but I mean, see, the thing is with the B mods, they'll last a while on this. But,
motherfucker.
175. I was a little off.
A tire? I like 2 tires for that much.
You're still talking $350 a month. I mean, $350 a month's a lot of money to come by at this point.
Yeah, but still, that's the thing. It's like he's going to go to at least 2 to 3 tracks a week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So that's all over the Central Illinois, and possibly even further, because sometimes there's a BMOD show he might want to go to that's in Texas or something that pays like $10,000 to win for BMODs, that he'll be down in Texas with it. And then, I mean, rims are $200. So, I mean, and the thing is, if you like have the big Mayhem Unleashed logo right on the front of that car, just think about that. Just like a 20 inch by 20, just a
like I said, it may not.
Anyway,
it may not be in the cards this year, but it might next year.
I mean, even buying a thing of fuel for the night, like $100 for the night, so that's $400. But still, my point being is just talk with him about it, for sure, and then
we'll talk and figure something out.
I mean, if it don't happen this year, like you said, it possibly could happen next year. So
good possibility it could be in the cards next year.
Something to take into consideration.
It's definitely, and the thing about it is if you consider cost of advertising, that's cheap advertising.
$400 for a month for advertising to 3 different races.
Damn, you a stealer. I was getting $400 a season one time.
Well, that's Hornet, so.
I don't even think I don't remember. We did have big. We had Subway for several years.
All right, Steve, but you're talking the difference of then and now. I mean, look at how much everything's gone up now.
Yeah.
Stay local for now. $500 gets you the car. That's just
a one-time.
Okay,
payment.
So it is one-time payment. Yeah.
Then Ty, let's talk. Get with 420 and get my contact info. Let's talk.
All right, I'll PM him.
That I think I could swing next month, actually.
Right.
I think I go for the riff.
But I would definitely love to have.
Anyway, like you said, we'll talk about it.
I would love to sponsor a race car. That would be great. And I of course I'm going to support somebody who's driving local. I love supporting people who drive local.
And Ty is local as you can get it.
They're giving back to their area,
Right.
Like to be honest, there's a guy here that's a bull rider that I'm thinking about sponsoring him.
Oh, that would be badass.
I know, right? Sponsoring into the rodeo.
See, I'd like to have Irene here so she can ride me all night long.
Oh, God, here we go.
That's on my bucket list.
That is fantastic. Yeah,
and then you see right there. So yeah, so when the car's finished, he'll talk to you about the money. Then basically
that'll work. But so we are obviously trying to build this network, and you guys are hearing us talking about it. Possible race show, possible wrestling show, the 2 Mayhem shows that are going now. I'd love to see it build up.
Possible cooking show.
Possible cooking show.
How to really cook briskets, not how.
Oh,
someone,
no!
Not someone with a pedestrian palate type of cooking.
Oh, here we go.
Pedestrian palate cooking.
Hey, that's cooking on a budget.
Yeah,
it's still pedestrian palate.
Look, there are times where I have a pedestrian palate. It's not often, but I have it. Yeah, I made ramen noodles and hot dogs with a can of cream of mushroom soup.
Right.
I got questions for Flat 420. What the fuck was that you put it on Facebook? What's the food? What the fuck is that food?
Oh, because long story short,
trying to find different shit to make for breakfast.
I am. That wasn't breakfast. That was lunch. Anyway.
Yeah, what was that? No,
I did it. I've been trying to do a different diet for the past 3 months.
Okay.
Basically, it's no carbs.
Right.
All meat and animal products, and very little vegetables.
Okay. Carnivore diet.
Basically, a keto/carnivore diet is what I call it.
Okay.
Love the carnivore diet.
So, and the thing is with that, it's not only made me feel a little bit better, despite, what happened in private. I'm talking about...
In other words, there's a lot more pooping.
Well, no, actually, it's less pooping. I've been pooping less. So basically, no carbs, more meat. So I've been doing that. I've been feeling better. I've been more alert. I haven't been as sluggish feeling and tired with it. And so anyway, with that said, that's the preface. With that said, I like, tacos and, breakfast wraps and wraps, right?
Right.
But since I'm not doing any carbs, I can't have any bread.
Okay.
So what that is basically it was egg whites that was cooked to make it look like a tortilla shell.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You can also use cheese to make the shell.
Right.
Oh.
And chicken too.
Yeah.
Ground chicken. But anyway, I wanted to try it. Excuse me. I wanted to try it. So I found it to try it. And I kid you not, you can't even tell the difference between a flour tortilla and this.
Really? Yeah.
It pulls apart like a flour tortilla.
No shit.
It tastes like a flour tortilla. The only difference is it feels like one of the super soft tortillas. That's
okay.
That's basically. I mean, you can cook it, for like 10 seconds in the microwave or in a skillet for like 30 seconds or something to warm it up. But I was just wanting something like quick, so I just made wraps.
Oh, okay.
So, because I wanted to try it, and it's actually really good. So,
okay.
Well, then there you go. Now we learned something new today from Fat 420.
Yeah.
So, and then another thing I've been eating, and a lot of people hate it, is gizzards, chicken gizzards.
Ooh, I love gizzards.
See, here's another tidbit about chicken gizzards. It's actually the healthiest thing on the chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it has no fat. It's all protein and nutrient dense.
Yeah.
And if you cook it right, it's really good. Like, for instance, since I have my air fryer, I have my little pan that fits perfectly in there. I take the rack and I put it like right up almost close to that element. And then I saute or I marinate or even just mix it a whole bunch before I cook it, a whole bunch of barbecue sauce with it, and then put it in there and let it cook. And then halfway through, I'll mix it up and let it cook. And it's like little burnt ends.
Ooh.
Okay.
So anyway, it's...
And the beauty part is after you've eaten a bunch of them, man, you want somebody in the other room. So when you rip that fart...
I actually don't fart with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what. My son hates...
He hates them?
Oh, God, man. I get the gas.
That's the thing. When people say they hate it, either A, they haven't tried it, or B, it wasn't prepared right.
No. I'm saying he hates it when I eat them because he's like, Dad, God, go outside.
And the thing is, with me personally, if I eat like roughly right around a pound, because they usually come in roughly pound packages.
Yeah.
If I eat a decent breakfast like I normally do, because I just eat a bacon, egg, and cheese omelet with some kind of sauce in it, and that's it. 300-400 calories. I'm full till about 1 o'clock. And sometimes if I eat the chicken gizzards with maybe with a vegetable, I'm full the rest of the day. I don't eat the rest of the day. So I get like 1,500 calories a day if I do it right.
Oh, no. The one that my son hates is when we go to the Chinese buffet. And I'm like, all right, sushi, wasabi, here we go. I'm game. Yep, 420's been with me to the Chinese buffet. He knows.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get wicked with the wasabi. It's game on,
Okay, here's a version of TJ. Okay, I'm sure Adam has because he has kids. You've seen Cars, right?
Yeah.
Remember when they were in Tokyo and Mater was like, give me some of that pistachio ice cream, and he takes a little bit and puts it on the thing. And he goes, no, give me more. He's like, takes a big old scoop and slaps it down, and then he eats the whole thing. and then he just like starts flying backwards because it's burning his mouth. That's pretty much TJ, except for instead of him running and burning his mouth, it's burning it and coming out of his ass.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Putting burn marks into the chair.
Oh God! Later on that year,
you should see it. You should see it. It happened because he was doing. He's like, oh, sorry, 420. And I'm looking here, and I seen the Chinese guy behind him picking up stuff, and he's going. And then he walks on by like this.
And I'm like,
You come back.
Oh God, dude! Yeah.
You've been here for an hour. You eat too much. You get Diet Coke now. No Coke for you.
You go home now.
You go home.
You eat too much.
No, see,
Hey,
the crazy thing is that
the spicy mustard,
that same place. Okay, I was there and I was just joking with the guy because I was like, "So what's on the stick?" And he has a handful of plates. And I was like, well, "What's on the stick?" Meow, and starts walking off, just smiling. I'm like, he gets it.
Yeah. But no, I start getting into the wasabi, dude. And my kid is like, no, you go sleep outside. Wait, fuck you, kid. This is my coach.
Wasabi with you.
Oh, man. No, we went to the Chinese buffet last year down here. And we got back. Went golfing, went there, got back here. Settling in for the night. I go into my bedroom. I lay down. And I feel the gut just rumbling. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a silent one. But I don't think I'm going to shit myself.
Right.
So I just kind of roll around a little bit to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that?
Probably Godzilla came out of your ass.
That's kind of what it felt like. So I get up, I go into the bathroom and check, and I'm like, did I? No, I didn't shit myself. Okay. When I come out of the bathroom, I look at my son. He's like, "Dad, really?" Yeah, that was me.
Looks like Corey has a similar story, just with cabbage.
Yeah, it's cabbage. Of course, I know somebody else who had cabbage in.
I'll tell you one thing. My ex, if she ate the Stuckey's pecan logs, within 45 minutes, I'd be having to have the windows down with my hand out driving. And she even admits it. Because I got to see her this weekend for something. And she sends me a text with a photo of, I got some pecan Stuckey's logs. I'm going to eat them before you come. I'm like, no, you ain't.
No. Then I will not be there. Okay, Ty says his is Taco Bell.
Oh.
Well, I think that's
everybody.
Corey says he's only allowed to eat cabbage one time a year because he tears up the house for days. Ty says his is Taco Bell. That's what does it to him.
Good colon cleansing.
Yeah, definitely a good colon cleansing.
Limit. It's called Japan House.
Oh, man. All you can eat apps, sushi, and hibachi. You can order 5 dishes at a time. And
they hate me. I can tell they hate me when I go up to the sushi part of it because, and TJ knows.
Oh, yeah. He comes back.
Come back with a plate
stacked, dude.
Of sushi.
I love sushi, but man,
not once, not twice, but 3 times I'll do it.
Well, yeah, you get
it before I go back for my 4th one, and that's when I get all my other stuff.
Oh, fuck that. I can only eat 2 plates, period.
Oh, it's half rolls, he says, but it's good.
I love sushi. If that's the only food I can eat for the rest of my life,
sushi's great. I mean, I do. I love eating,
especially
sushi.
The barbecue eel. Oh, that's my favorite right there. Barbecue eel is my favorite.
Oh, Ty says Taco Bell does have the best cherry Pepsi, though.
Oh, really?
That is true.
He's right there. I can't argue that. Now, where I get really particular, and I mean, let's face it, I was like this before I moved back into the Southwest.
Yeah.
But where I get really particular is Mexican food.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm just, well, that and German food, but both of those I'm just really anal about, you know? Don't put up on the sign Mexican food, and I walk in and it's less quality than Taco Bell.
So if you're in my area, the best place is over there in Havana.
Oh God, yeah, that Mexican place in Havana is fantastic.
And then I'd say the second best in my area is I think it's called Hernandez or something up here in Pekin, or something like that.
You know, I skip most of them in Pekin and Peoria, literally because that one in Havana is so good.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Second place.
Ty's talking about blue margaritas. I think I've had that.
No, it's a place called Blue Margaritas.
Yeah.
Huh.
Now you get down into Springfield area. You got Xochimilco's. You've got a couple of different.
You got Hokomoko.
But Sochi's is actually pretty decent. It's not. And Steve, I mean, I'm sorry if you get offended by this, but Sochi's is even not up to the quality of that Mexican place in Havana that's by the jail.
I'm not offended.
I mean, that is wow.
It's okay. I'll go there to eat.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've eaten at the Blue Margarita here, and I think it's even lesser than
Blue Margarita.
That sounds like Ride the Tiger. Ride the Blue Margarita.
Ride the Kaiser.
I thought it was Smooth Operators what 420 was singing. Blue margaritas.
Blue Margarita. Yeah, Smooth Operator.
Blue Margarita. Blue Margaritas. That's right. Your boy got pipes.
Yeah, all my boys have taken off now. So
fine, I don't sing.
We are on we are on a push to build the network.
Right.
And as we're building, we're doing events like Smoker Mania. I know, right? Let's not start a singing show, Ty. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, no.
But we are doing events like Smoker Mania. We are planning other things. And one of the things that I am looking at is as the network builds and it grows and it builds in its popularity, is I would like to do a Mayhem family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that would be a lot of fun. Now, I have been looking very closely at the KOA in Springfield, and there's a lot to offer there. We could see potentially Steve in a thong.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
At the pool.
And he's going to come out and he's going to walk around and there's going to be someone with a big old boom box with a song on repeat going thong song 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 song.
Oh my God,
song song.
Too sexy for my thong. Too sexy for my thong.
Right, said Fred.
Yeah.
Wrong said Wong. Fuck that mess.
We might see Adam in a thong.
You don't want to see that.
I got one.
No homo, but I would rather see Adam in one than Steve. So, because I've already seen Jimmy in one, and I'm already scarred with that.
Yeah, we're traumatized forever. But obviously, if we make this happen, now I was discussing this with Adam as well. If we get the network built up and we make this happen, like I'd like to make happen,
mm-hmm.
I am going to give away probably a cabin at the campground for the reunion. for a winner. Okay.
Yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner.
The big question was, how do we do
it? Right. So we're going to have to come up with some qualifiers, but I think we might have to recycle an old morning disaster contest.
Ooh.
Probably one of my favorites.
And we may have to phone a friend.
Might have to phone a friend to get some help with this one.
Not Morphine Steve.
Huh?
Not Morphine Steve.
No.
No.
Steve will be involved.
Oh, shit.
420 and Adam, with possibly the assistance of Spanky, will be moderating. We would need to find a hotel that would be willing to work with us. And I'm thinking recycling and making it Survivor Steve. 420's cracking up. He's like, I know where your mind is going.
Or even a bar would be pretty cool to do it at.
No, see, this would have to be a week-long thing, so we'd have to get another show.
Week-long. Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. Immunity challenges.
Yeah. 420, me and you would be in charge of that.
Oh, I watch Survivor all the time.
Steve, they've got to survive living in a room with Steve with no control of heat AC, no running water.
They can't open windows.
Cannot open the windows. Steve could go into that bathroom and take a dump and then come back out, not wipe his ass and sit in his chair. I don't want Steve to change his clothes or bathe for a week in that room.
I can't do that.
Huh?
You do it now the way it is because you wear the same shirt all week, buddy.
Just because I have a gray shirt on doesn't mean it's the same fucking shirt, buddy. I have more than one gray shirt, buddy.
Is that your excuse?
I was like, I'm out.
This isn't a gray shirt, buddy.
But whoever can survive
I just showered today, buddy.
Whoever survives Steve.
Yeah, golden shower.
Whoever survives Steve to that to the satisfaction of Adam and 420 at the end of that week, and they are declared the winner, that's the person that would get that cabin at the campground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's one desperate person.
Hey, you never know. It could be Brady.
I mean, you have to remember the price of these cabins. It's not exactly cheap.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be Shelly. Hey, Steve. We get to be together for a week.
Steve be like, no, I'm over in this cabin, and me and 420 are sharing it with Irene. Fuck off.
I wouldn't mind that.
Like I said, Squirrel and I'll be the coach.
Cause see, that'll be great because, if all three of us were in a room, I'd be going to bed. I'd wake up and there'd be Irene there just bouncing up and down. I'd be like, "That's the way to wake up in the morning."
Yeah, but you know what? There's something I haven't thrown out here. I'm going to circle this around again. Like if I get Squirrel to agree to it. She meets me here. She's bringing her daughter.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no,
her daughter's 5.
Oh, the little one.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, you pervert.
Good Lord.
That was
no wonder why you got. See, that's why you got in trouble for eating that bucket of chicken across the street from a high school.
Damn it, Steve! You got to stop trying to eat brownies.
Well, see, I got kicked out of Boy Scouts,
especially when they're selling Girl Scout cookies.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right, but no, like Squirrel would be bringing her daughter, so her and her daughter on the couch here in my coach. That's my best friend and her daughter, and I think we're good, Oh, God, Chris, what kind of dog did you get? If you're telling me that, it's got to be a poodle.
Yeah, you got back.
Toy poodle.
Like a toy poodle, yeah. Or a chihuahua.
It's It's a purse poodle. That's
It's
what
a
it is.
Yeah,
It's a teacup. It's a teacup dog.
teacup poodle. That's got to be it. Small enough to stand on the dash in the truck.
Right.
It's a Yorkie. Oh, a standard poodle. Ah! This is a guy who got nothing but pits for years. He's got a standard poodle.
See, the thing is, poodles are actually all long hair. They just decided to cut it to make it look like it's that fancy look.
Hey, Chris, I got to ask, does your poodle, does it go lay bark?
Les bark.
Le wolf. Le wolf.
Lay wolf, lay bark.
Le woof. Le woof. Le woof. Le woof. Le woof.
There it is. Which one he's got the poodle bark? Oh, next thing you know, he's going to be driving an international.
International harvester.
Oh, man. But no, so I'd like to make this happen. And the more people we get, then the better chance I have of saying, hey, here's all this money. All these people have booked for this. This is our reunion. We got the whole campground. Right. That would be awesome if we were able to get enough people interested in this to get.
Well, here's the thing. It could happen because there's this YouTube channel I watch, and they've been doing this for 10 years now. And when they first started out, it was like a small area in this sand dune area, like it's a dune area where you can like ride all your ATVs and all blah blah blah. And basically, you bring your weirdest creation that has a go-kart engine on it, and you get to race it around all over the place. And basically, they did that. And now it's so big. That weekend, they shut down that whole park, and they fill that whole park.
Well, there you go. See, I would love
to. About St. Joe's?
No, it's over in North Carolina.
Oh, I thought you were talking about St. Joe's down by.
No, it's a channel called Cars and Cameras. They always work on
you were right about Chris.
I know he had it. Ty, it's probably going to be another year out to do this, to be honest. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking like a fall setup would be really good, actually.
Yeah.
And then we've got people that are wrapped up.
If it's fall, can we really use the pool though?
Well, if we're doing like August.
This isn't Texas, TJ.
Oh, the pool is still open in August.
No, I'm talking about the temperatures.
Temperature would be fine.
Oh, fuck it.
Beginning of August. Late July, early August.
August is fine. Fucking fair time.
Yeah.
Hot there.
But I mean, if we could make this happen and get in there and do this, like, hey, we know Josh Holland. We have one of his relatives on the show.
Yep.
I would love to have Josh come in.
You are Adam? I didn't know that.
I'd love to have Josh come in and just do an acoustic set.
Hey, TJ, you know who else is doing places? Remember Brian Sharzer?
Yeah, I still talk to Brian.
He's doing an outlaw show now, outlaw country show.
It sounds great. I still talk to Brian.
That'd be really cool.
I'd love to have Brian come in and do an acoustic set. Oh, Brian and Josh together would be funny.
That'd be good.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, to have like just as many people as we can pack in and just have a great time. That's going to be when Steve and I don't know if we can really call it head to head, but we're going to have our barbecue cook off.
Oh.
Well, I'll be cooking.
TJ's meat versus Steve's meat.
I fully intend when I'm done cooking, though, to make sure that Steve puts some of my meat in his mouth.
I'm pretty sure all the judges will put your meat in their mouth.
Oh yeah, Adam's going to be one of the judges.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that.
So Adam's going to be putting my meat and Steve's meat in his mouth.
My meat's going to be the best.
Yeah, Ty. Yeah, this is where the Avalanche are going again. Yeah.
All right, so let me go with this right now. Right now, Chris, we're looking at Springfield, Illinois for the first one. Now, if it builds and grows, who knows where we're going to? We may end up on tour one year.
Hey, Trailer Park Boys did it.
Yeah, right.
Granted, it was all around Canada, but.
Oh, dude, if we end up on tour, I swear to God, I am putting a bus together that looks like Dusty's off a Twister, and I'm putting 420 and Steve in that.
I don't,
because that will be fucking great.
Those two can try and hotbox the bus.
Yes.
All I want to do is be able to sit in the shitter. I don't want to sit on the shitter and break it. Just make sure it's got a good shitter in it.
Well, you can always do what the late great.
Because most everybody's in Illinois, Chris. That's why. Yeah, going green.
You can be like Marvin and just have a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, but
I did it before.
Litter at the bottom, you're good.
No, I did it before because I went camping at this festival, week-long festival, and I brought one of those shower stands. You know, I had a 5-gallon bucket with there, and then I'm just cooking, eating, and when I get done, I go in there and unzip, zip it back down, sit. I had some neighbors think I was crazy because all I heard was.
Now, I will say this. If I'm driving this bus and you guys are behind me in a bus that looks like one from Twister, and I say, hey, give me the route, and one of you says, oh, go this way, and I say, are you sure? And you go, yeah, I'm sure. Rabbit is good. Rabbit is wise. I'm going to go, oh, fuck, we're dead.
Hey, better yet, how about we have a Cousin Eddie?
Yeah, I can find a Cousin Eddie mobile. Yes, I can.
Yeah, you got one over back in Goofy Ridge.
All right, Ty, have a good night. I'm serious. Like, I can find the actual Cousin Eddie RV, one like it, and down here.
Yeah, Ty works thirds over at Cat, so.
Oh, poor son of a bitch.
Hey, he's making money.
Hey,
they make good money, man. But like my cousin, TJ mentioned, my cousin Josh, he's been there for 20 years, and it's killing him.
Cat will.
Inhaling so many fumes and shit. He wants to get out of there so fucking bad.
Well, where's he working in, Cat? Is he working at a foundry or?
Works in Decatur.
Oh, okay. So he's a Big Wheel and Earth Mover and that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he works in the battery acid room.
I wouldn't mind like having my friends. He got to work on the proving grounds.
Well, I mean, PPG is closed. It's all in Arizona now.
Oh, that's right. They did.
They closed up Peoria Proving Grounds. The only two things that are left out in Mossville right now is the hose plant and the tech center.
Foundries over in
Foundry is Mapleton.
In Mapleton, and then there's
very little going on in East Peoria anymore.
Yeah, there's like what three or four buildings.
Yeah, I think it's 3 actually now.
Is Morton still open?
No, it's 4. Morton, Morton still has.
Morton is parts distribution, but parts distribution when they move that, you're pretty well done.
Yeah, they
already moved world headquarters. It is no longer in Peoria; it's in Dallas.
Yeah, and it's no longer in Chicago.
Yeah, when they did the move to Chicago, and 420 was around back then when they did that, I said, "This is the beginning of the end." Mm-hmm. When Cat pulled from Peoria, I was like, "This is where it starts." Then you go to Dallas.
Heck, they even are talking about if not, they shut down the Caterpillar Visitor Center too, right beside the Lakeview Planetarium.
Did they? They finally shut it down?
I think so. Or they were talking about it.
Look, Caterpillar's dead set. They want out of Illinois, and they want out of Illinois because of the heightened taxes. It's not business friendly.
Right.
Now, and I get where Illinois is coming from. Illinois is going, no, hey, we want your money because we're broke. Cat's going, fuck you. So they're looking at moving everything to Texas. The 35 corridor and a 45 corridor, Cat could set up everything they want to do in Texas and be running solid.
Right.
If they find the right sand with the right silica content that they want, they'll move the foundry now.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll let Illinois take the property back on back property taxes, say, fuck you, we're not paying it. And they'll do it just so they don't have to clean up the old foundry.
And then there goes Chillicothe and...
Yeah. They move the foundry. You're within 5 years. Everything is out of Illinois. That's the foundry. That's Decatur. That's Delavan. That's...
East Peoria.
East Peoria, Mossville, everything gone. And I'm watching it. I watch it close because that affects my family.
I mean, shoot, I think even the fence place over in Keystone, I think it's called something else now.
God, well,
Keystone. Right. I think Keystone in Bartonville is closed down now too.
The thing with Keystone Steel and Wire is Edwards Station had one side of it that was dedicated power to Keystone Steel and Wire. And part of the agreement for Keystone to stay in Bartonville was that side had to stay dedicated to Keystone. So when Pritzker ordered Edwards Power Station shut down and they lost that dedicated power, that broke the agreement. So, yeah, I could see Red Brand pulling out of there.
And my friend got let go from it.
What was he doing there?
He was making the fences, chain link.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that's...
You know, the ones where chain link.
Yeah. So that's a sign right there as to what happened.
Because he was telling me there's times where he almost got his hands caught in that fence chain link fence climbing underneath it so he can fix something right away.
But that's the environment in Illinois for the working individual is not conducive anymore.
I mean, there's jobs coming in, but they're like restaurant jobs and retail jobs. It's not like actual labor type jobs.
Well, I mean, I'm a truck driver. I'm a tradesman.
Right.
All right. Steve was a mechanic, and later on he was a landscaper. He's a tradesman.
I like to landscape Irene.
Adam worked in education.
Yeah.
As an educator's assistant. I mean, that's a trade. 420, I mean, you've worked a lot of different trades.
My last 4 months that I worked at Walmart, I was working in the TLE, so.
Right.
Yep, I've worked in pharmaceuticals, I've worked in telecommunications and education.
I've never worked in pharmaceuticals, but I mean, not to mention any names or anything.
I love working in pharmaceuticals.
I know somebody that's done a lot of pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
I mean, not to mention any names.
I worked in legal pharmaceuticals.
Oh, legal pharmaceuticals.
One for me, one for you. One for me, one for you.
I know somebody. I know somebody who used to manufacture some illegal pharmaceuticals. I won't mention any names.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve, you're showing your pussy again.
I know.
But yeah, I look at it. That's a big part of why I'm not there. The environment was no longer conducive for somebody who's just a working stiff.
Right.
It's not there anymore. And I hate it. I hate the fact that that's the case.
I mean, nowadays in Illinois, it seems like you can find a more steady side hustle than you can an actual job.
In all honesty, if I wanted to do it in Illinois and living where I was at in Goofy Ridge, if I decided to sell meth, I probably would have made a hell of a lot more than driving a truck.
Oh, yeah.
But you like to roam, TJ.
That's half of my battle as I do.
You couldn't just sit at home and do stuff. That's not you.
I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
Wherever I may roam.
Corey might have.
I'm the wanderer. Yeah, the wanderer. I roam around.
You just have a very nomadic soul. You don't like.
I really do. Put. I think if I was in the Old West, I'm just such a nomad. I would have been on my horse, gun, and gone and just riding.
Yeah.
Where am I going to go next?
Oh, I kind of wonder.
Man with no name.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if you didn't have your coach, what would you do when you retire?
Oh, well, there was a lot of different thoughts I had. But hop on the bike and take off and disappear. Suicide came up as an idea, but I thought, that would be painful.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you do.
I thought about chronic masturbation, but I'd end up pulling my thing off.
I
thought of 420's like, yes, please, no more procreation.
But the process to procreate is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the act of procreation is fun.
Coitus is fun.
It's the 18 years after the coitus that turns into a little bit of a problem.
Well, you just need to shut down the factory.
See? That's what I was about to say. Just get a little snip, snip. And if she gets pregnant, she cheated on you.
Yep.
So, yeah, but kind of going back to this, like we've got Smoker Mania coming up next month.
Yeah, within
a year and a half or so, I would love to do Mayhem Family Reunion, and if we can. Well, I mean, we got a barbecue competition that goes with that.
I don't know if it's going to be any competition because we know who's going to win.
Well, I don't know. Who's that?
You don't have any idea what you're getting.
Well, let's just say no homo, but I did have TJ's meat in my mouth at one time, and it was really good. So TJ has good meat.
There you go, Steve.
Was it hot and moist all up in your mouth, 420?
I'm not scared.
It was moist. It was smoky. It was juicy. It was juicy. It had stuff dribbling down my chin.
That's great. I had stuff dribbling down 420's chin.
Yeah.
Now I need a drink for that thought.
Oh my God.
So
Number
Steve,
one Duke upset in March Madness.
Oh, that's going on now? I didn't know
Bracket
that.
breaker.
Like I said, I've been busy watching hockey and racing and
I just
wrestling.
That. It's probably not real because it's on Facebook or on TikTok.
Yeah.
So, although that was nasty, that picture of Tracy dude that puked at the game. Yeah, Tracy guy. He's a comedian, black comedian. Tracy
Morgan?
Tracy Morgan, yeah. They got sick at the game with puking and everything. They had to take him off and his nosebleed. They said it was food poisoning, but now they're saying it wasn't. Now they're saying it was more serious.
Holy shit!
Shit.
Drake beat Mizzou? Good God, I got to see this bracket now. Fuck. I know the one that shocked me is Houston being number 1 seed.
420, I'm kind of with you. I'm just.
As I said before, and I'll say it again, there's 2 seasons for me for sports: racing and hockey. When one's done, one goes over. With a splash of wrestling in between all this.
Yeah.
Especially the New Japan and AAA, which are Japan's and Mexico's. Because I like that style of wrestling a little bit more.
Holy shit!
67-57 was the thing.
Creighton knocked out Louisville?
Louisville.
Wow, McNeese knocked out Clemson.
Can you say it like Steve? La.
I didn't know that there was a myrrh in that word.
Arkansas knocked out Kansas. Drake.
Oh, that's right, because my friend is a big Kansas fan. He's like, damn it, the fucking Jayhawks lost. I'm pissed.
Number 12, McNeese upsets number 5, Clemson. Never heard of McNeese.
All I'm concerned about is that my Avs won tonight against the Senators, 5-1.
Well, it's the Senators, so
yeah,
I suppose I could deal with that.
Points are points at this point.
You are right. I even hate to see what the Blackhawks are doing. They're probably not even.
Oh, dude, they're doing terrible. I don't even want to think about it right now.
Yeah, I don't either now.
But I love my Hawks. But
see, the thing about that is, though, as I said before, I like hockey. Period.
Yeah.
Like if for instance, if it's Adams' team versus who were they playing today? The Senators.
Yeah, Ottawa.
I'll root. I like hockey so much. I'll root for both teams. But once they play the Blackhawks, I'm going for that team, unless with 2 exceptions: St. Louis and the Canucks. I can't stand those 2 teams.
Fuck the Canucks.
Yeah.
Actually, there's some news from the Blackhawks.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
The rumor about Connor Bedard possibly getting traded. It's actually seemed like it's becoming a little bit more real. They're shopping him.
Okay, so you still have today to play UCLA and Utah State, St. John's and Omaha, Michigan and UC San Diego, and Texas Tech and University of North Carolina Wilmington. The Omaha St. John's game, St. John's is smoking Omaha right now live, 53-36.
Oh.
I mean, it's crazy.
St. John's is going to win.
You think St. John's is going to win that?
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
I think St. John's is going to make it all the way to the quarterfinal. I think.
Ooh.
Auburn.
Texas Tech and NC Wilmington are close. They're 38-34.
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan and UC San Diego are 45-42 Michigan. So those could still go either way. And by the way, they have it on NCAA.com. You can get live video.
Oh.
Okay.
So let's get a look at the official bracket.
Huh.
But
yeah, I mean this is insane.
Insane in the membrane. Steve's insane. Steve's insane because he got no brain. Insane.
Oh, but no, I mean, yeah, you upsets like Drake and Mizzou. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Or Kansas is always a contender.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree there.
And to see them go down.
Say, Bill Self is still coaching in Kansas, isn't he?
Here's something Adam can use for one of his shows. There's a conspiracy how it's all scripted. They're doing it. They're doing it.
That sounds like it came over a weird frequency.
That's why I said it. A show that Adam's a part of.
Yeah. Strange sound waves, you know.
Yeah, right. Twisted tuberculosis. I mean,
Wah, wah, wah.
okay, twisted titty twister.
Oh.
Purple Nurple.
Twisted tuning in Tokyo.
Purple Nurple.
Penis pulling by the pound.
No.
Blue Waffle.
Oh God, no!
Two girls, one cup. Two girls, one cup.
I have still not seen that video, and I'm glad that I haven't.
Steve, would you like to review Two Girls?
No.
Up?
No, I will not look that up. Damn bitches. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Thank you for the review.
It's like that one foreign movie that I watched about a couple months ago. It's something I don't want to watch again.
Oh.
I'll tell you about it off the air.
How to Make Out in San Francisco.
No, it's...
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
No, it's bad. I'll explain it off.
And I don't know whoever drew her, but damn it, they did it right because the Bazonga, oh my God, everything was in the right place.
Listen, Carmen Sandiego was hanging out with Waldo. That's why we can never find them.
Right. Because they were both behind the bushes shagging each other.
Yeah.
Lucky Waldo.
Why do you think Waldo has a smile on his face all the time?
Yeah, no shit.
And why does it always look like Carmen Sandiego only has a trench coat on?
Right.
Yeah.
Bingo. That's a ding moment.
Yeah, Wango Tango, huh? Man. Now that thought just popped into my head. Waldo and Carmen Sandiego must have gave birth to Dora.
Yeah.
Because you can never find Waldo and Carmen Sandiego, but Dora's always exploring.
No, actually, I heard a fan theory that Swiper caught Dora the Explorer in a computer game. So she's stuck in that computer world. That's why during the intro, you see it going into her room. But she's in the computer.
Huh.
Yeah, I never heard that one.
Yeah.
Or how about the conspiracy theory or the fan theory of Boo from Monsters Inc. is actually that one girl in not Seeing Red, that one movie with the big red monster.
Hellboy?
That talks about the women getting their periods and stuff.
Clifford?
No, I said a cartoon where. Anyway, the conspiracy theory is that it's the same person because they look the same. The rooms look the same. They both like big furry animals. You feel comfortable around them. Anyway.
I just can't see anybody calling John Goodman a kitty.
Speaking of John Goodman, that Connor show is about to end here in a couple more episodes, I heard.
Yeah, I know. It's coming to its end. And that's something that still blows me away is like you look at the whole series of Roseanne and then this run of the Connors.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at Lori Metcalf. Jackie.
Okay.
Okay. And would any of us describe Jackie as religious?
Not really.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Would any of us describe Jackie as anywhere close to moral?
No.
No.
Would any of us describe Jackie as non-promiscuous?
No. Now I got a question. What happened to Andy? Fred and Jackie's son Andy? He wasn't in the Connors.
That's
He was just a baby.
That is a good question. I don't know.
What happened to Fred and Andy? I just realized that.
Now, you go to the Big Bang Theory and you look at Laurie Metcalf, Sheldon's mom,
Okay.
who is church-going, God-fearing, don't sleep around, Texas woman.
Isn't she? Is it the one or the other of the daughter or sister on both of those shows?
Her daughter is also Sheldon's mom on Young Sheldon.
That's right, the daughter of Laurie. That's
Yeah,
right.
and it's amazing how much alike they are.
Right.
I was just going to say, the mom on Young Sheldon would be a better Sheldon's mom than Laurie Metcalf.
Yeah, but it is mother and daughter.
Right.
Because the mom on Young Sheldon, Zoe, whatever her name is actually Laurie Metcalf's actual daughter.
Way to get your kid into the business.
But when you watch Zoe and you watch some of the facial expressions and some, you see Laurie Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
You really, if you watched Roseanne, you see a younger Laurie Metcalf.
Right.
Like a perfect example. This is the one that really got me. It's a perfect example. When Sheldon's dad died.
Oh, God.
And they told her. And you look at the face. And then you think about when Jackie got bad news on Roseanne. And that same look. It was literally the same look. It was like looking 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they are so much alike. I was blown away.
And since we're talking about, this ties into it a little bit, since we're talking about family and lookalikes, I was talking with TJ earlier about wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I say, I watched New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the wrestlers in New Japan is called David Finlay. Who's David Finlay? Fit Finlay's son.
Oh.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing about it. When I was watching them the other day, earlier this week, they said David Finlay is a 4th generation wrestler.
Wow.
And TJ and I agree. We thought it was only 3.
Yeah.
But they said 4. So
I'd like to know what the other one is.
Well, I'll find out here while we're talking about stuff.
Now, I'll throw you another good one. And this is one I watch. And I really love how much he's developed and where he's going. That's Braun Breaker and how much he reminds me so much of Rick Steiner.
Yeah, but he acts like Rick, but he wrestles like Scott.
He does.
Yeah.
But with more force.
That Frankensteiner, though. God!
Dude, I seen that the other day. He did that off of the top rope. I'm like, frickin' hell.
Yeah, but he goes from mat to top rope. Wham! Like,
he was the first. I mean, even Yokozuna couldn't do this. But Braun, when he runs the ropes, it's quick. And you see that ring shift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he hit those ropes
insane.
hard.
It is insane. Oh man, like I see. I'm so excited for tomorrow because you got Seth Rollins out there.
And I wish somebody break his fucking mouth. I'm so sick of
Seth
him.
Rollins is out there running his little yapper. Oh, my inner Marvin took over for a second.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go get in the middle of Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
I hope they fucking light his fucking little scrawny.
Oh God, I do. Rollins did a good job playing both sides of the fence for years, and he did in a lot of ways carry the company on. Let's face it, Punk is back. And they did chant Punk's name during Rollins's promos for many years.
Okay.
Pissing Rollins off.
I found out, so when we're ready, I'll let you know.
Okay, go ahead. Which one?
Okay, what it sounds like from what I read off of Wiki, Fitz. Well, we said Fitz's father, but it sounds like his father was a promoter.
Okay.
And I think his I don't know. Maybe Fitz's father did some wrestling a little bit over in Ireland, but other than that, it just sounds pretty vague on what it is.
So they don't really give an answer as to how it's forged.
It's like, I think basically his Fitz's grandfather sounds like he wrestled bears or something like that. It's what it reads. So they consider wrestling bears wrestling or something.
Wow, really? So
okay.
would they consider humping bears a fourth generation porn star? I mean, what the hell?
I guess.
What about somebody who finger bangs a cat? I mean, would that be considered a porn star as well?
Okay, they portray to be Irish, but they're German.
9.
Go figure that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Yeah, even Wiki says for David Finlay, says he's a fourth generation wrestler, but his father trained him, received just from New Japan, but it doesn't say how.
So they counting someone twice?
Okay. Here it is.
Okay, you got it.
His grandfather, David Finlay's grandfather, technically his birth name is David Stephen Finlay. Okay, remember that.
Okay.
That's the one I'm talking about. His grandfather is David Finlay Sr.
Okay.
So his dad is David Finlay Jr.
Right.
So that's still only 3.
Yeah.
Unless they're considering his brother part of that.
But his brother would be the same generation. So that
Right.
would count.
Right.
So basically they're going back to great-great-grandfather who fucked bears.
Right.
I'm guessing. I have no clue.
Yeah.
Let me click on David Finlay's.
Well, that'd be a dangerous game, fucking a bear.
Yep.
But having sex on a bearskin rug, oh my God. Oh man, yeah, I mean it's wow.
In front of a fireplace. Yeah.
That's a good night.
Yep.
All right, I gotta say this. I got this watch, and I'm still getting used to it.
Okay.
Now everybody knows I wear Fossil watches. That's all I get.
I like the story.
Squirrel's been after me for a while to get a smartwatch.
Okay.
Like, I don't want one. I just want a regular Fossil watch. So I get a call. Now, mind you, this after this past weekend when the band busted on my watch and the battery's dying, and I need to take a band and a battery. And she goes, "Oh yeah, I got you a early birthday gift." "Oh really? What'd you get?" "Oh, I got you a new Fossil watch.
She got you a new strap on.
Should be arriving soon." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." It's
okay.
a Fossil smartwatch.
Okay. I typed it in Google right. Here's actual how he's the fourth. Sorry.
Okay.
David Finley is a fourth generation wrestler because his father Fit and his grandfather David Finley Sr. were professional wrestlers, and his great grandfather John Lindell was a wrestler as well. So there's four.
John Lindell, I know that name.
So David Finley's great grandfather is John Lindell. So that's how it's four. Okay.
Okay.
Now we know. The knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
It
just bugged me, so I just kept Googling it and typing different ways. So anyway, sorry.
Oh, here's the kicker. She's got me a smartwatch, but look at this. It's a Fossil.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice watch. Wow, that is a nice watch.
You got you what you wanted. You wanted a Fossil watch. You got
But she got a Fossil smartwatch.
Okay. Did it check on your pulse?
Yes, mine can.
I haven't worn watches since I lost my quit working.
See, okay, the story behind this watch is I was at this festival that I help out at.
Yeah.
And I needed a watch so I knew time so that way I can get to the bands and stuff. And I told my friend, I said, "Hey, here's $10. Go buy me a watch when you go out because I need a watch so I know when the bands come." He came back and he gave me this and gave me $5 back. And he goes, "Here you go." I'm like,
"Well, it worked."
"Well, it's a watch. It'll work." And then I'm like pushing it, and all of a sudden, it does the rave color. So I'm like, "Yes!" He's like, "I knew you would like that because I picked that up just for you because of that." So anyway, Fossil watch.
Well, look, it's got a flashlight.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
That'll also be a red flashlight.
Wow.
Is it a black light so you can see the cum stains all over the place?
Well, thank God, no. Because I'm afraid when Steve puts my meat in his mouth during the barbecue competition, there's going to be an explosion.
Yeah. And then TJ's juices would be dribbling down Steve's chin.
Yeah. And then Steve's going to explode from his pants.
Mm-hmm.
And not from the front end either, from the back end.
No, I think it'll be from the front end first.
Why not both, guys? Why not both?
Might be.
It's always better to do both because then the piss can rinse the shit out of your pants.
Hey, and you know what? Wait till he puts my beans in his mouth. That's where I'm going to get him, is going to be my beans in his mouth.
TJ is going to coat Steve with all his meat gravy.
Yep.
Dribbling down his chin, all over his face.
I'm going to show you why it's better to use dry beans.
I'm not going to lie. The last time I was in a chili cook-off at my church.
Oh, this is funny.
I got stoned and I forgot about it. And then the night before, my pastor texts me, goes, "You got your chili done, right?" I'm like, "Oh, crap." So I ran to Walmart, got about 4 to 6 cans of Ray's chili, put it in my crock pot, stirred it up, and warmed it up overnight. And when I took it in, after everything was said and done, everybody ate chili and tested. I got second place. The only reason why someone was better than me is because they used white beans and they used ground venison in their chili. That was the only reason why that one won. And by the way, that one was good. So anyway, I got second place in the chili cook-off by.
Well, there's only fucking 2 in the thing.
Oh, and that reminded me of another time, and the same church we were doing a cookie sale for the teen group, so they
you
can
didn't
get
buy edibles and give those away, did you?
No.
Oh.
I did, however.
Oh no!
Same thing again. I was stoned and forgot about it. Ran to Walmart.
You got Chips Ahoy.
Got a fancy plate. Got a big old 12-pack of Snickerdoodles. And some clear the saran wrap. Did them all nice on the plate. Saran wrapped it and put it there. And mine sold out in 5 minutes. Everybody's like, "Oh, you did great Snickerdoodles." I'm like, "Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I did.
It's my secret family recipe.
Secret family recipe. What's your secret? It's a wall. It's a wonton recipe.
Ancient Chinese secret.
So basically, the moral of the story is, if you're supposed to be in a cook-off or anything, just go to Walmart, change the packaging, and say it's yours. And
Not going to work in this one.
But that's the other moral. It ain't going to work in this one.
In this one, you better bring your A game. I am ready. What are the 3 meats we're doing, Steve?
Huh?
You remember the 3 meats we're doing?
Ribs, brisket, chicken.
Pork tenderloin.
I remember.
Yeah, but I like beef curtains, so.
Yeah, your camera's acting up, Adam. What the hell?
Yeah, that's why I haven't turned my camera back on. It's been shutting itself down.
Because you had titties on your head or something.
No, not titties on my head. I have fingers somewhere, but you know.
Well, there you go.
1 finger or 2?
2, sometimes
You're doing a
3.
3-knuckler?
2 of 3-knuckler?
Sometimes it just depends on the evening, but tonight it's 2. It's an easy night.
Well, with that being said.
Whoa, that blew my ears out.
Wakes you up a little, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. We had a lot of fun. We covered a lot tonight. I don't remember half of it, but we covered it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't remember half of it because you're gone getting drinks while we're talking about half of it.
I like 2 drinks. Oh,
That's
Lord.
why you think I set mine up right here. That way I can just go.
I mean, I had the headphones on loud enough that I could hear you in my kitchenette.
Oh.
Adam, your final thoughts.
My camera fucking sucks. That's what my final thought is. I need a different camera type deal. I'll figure it out hopefully before the next show.
Well, I mean, that camera is obviously not going to work for you during your OnlyFans.
Yeah. Well, you got to pay to see what I do on OnlyFans. So.
Well, Steve's a subscriber.
Although if you make a lot of noise, a lot of
Steve is not a subscriber.
See, I'm kind of into that. I don't care much about the visual. I'm more of the audio. Oh, bang me harder, baby. Oh.
420, your final thoughts.
Final thought, Steve, buddy.
Oh, fuck, here it goes.
Not only are you gonna lose a Smoker Mania, you're also gonna lose in a Smoker Cook-Off. So that just tells me that you're a loser. And see you at the track, everybody. That's my final thoughts.
There you go. Steve, final thoughts.
You don't scare me.
That's all you can say. You don't scare me.
Yeah,
That's better than you can't see me.
You
I'm not scared.
No, y'all can't see
Right.
me.
Can't see
But that's
me.
because of my shitty camera.
I will take the belt. That's a promise. Not a threat. It's a promise. I don't give a shit what the,
Always eating weed, world champion.
Oh, man.
And you're just going to be a little, if you win, which you aren't, you'll just be a lowly Smoker Mania champ.
I'm not scared of you, fat boy. I'm not scared of anybody. Bring it. All I can say is
Just
bring
remember,
it.
I listened to that episode of Wake and Bake, and it was very much said.
Oh, I need to talk about something real quick, and I don't know if we can make it work, but my Wake and Bake co-host has offered to donate an ounce of weed, a half an ounce for each of us of his weed, and then he suggests we just let us smoke it until one of these, see who can smoke it all. A half an ounce is a lot.
That's quite a bit of weed. What do you think, 420?
He's willing to give
I
us,
know, a
give us
half
an
ounce
ounce.
of rhinos?
I'm game. You got to figure out how to get it to each of us, but
Oh, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll figure it out. He said he's got an ounce sitting right there.
We had a great turnout tonight. I want to thank everybody.
yeah, it was a good night tonight.
Yeah, we had an awesome chat room. We had a lot of fun. We
Man, I
aired
want to
some
get
different
together with
things out.
Ty, man.
I know the one night my camera fucks up, we actually have a good audience response.
Oh, we have
and
a
shit.
wonderful. Our audience
Right.
was always great, but they were active tonight too.
Yes, they were.
Look, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and being a part of the show and keeping us going and spread the word. You spread the word, we make the Mayhem family.
Spread the word like Irene spreads her legs for Brad.
There you go.
Yep.
And in the meantime, Sunday evening at 4, we will catch you again for another edition of Mayhem's Amigos. Thanks, everybody. That's Fat 420. Steve,
Yeah.
Adams, Ghost. We'll see you next time. Good night.
My coochie meow meow is pink. Roast beef.